be said in a mic. I read 44 pages. I read 44 pages, fam. I might as well just get comfortable and remember why I enjoy Robin Hobb's books, you know? Picking up and speechless. For so long, it was this journey that I really thought, you know, man, it's going to be a long time before I can get through it. And through the realm of the elderlings has been, aside from scripture, one of the best reading experiences I've ever had in my life. And that's reading Game of Thrones and Brandon Sanderson. But they bring something completely different to the table than Fitz. Fitz is 47 years old right now. He lived, but also there's a lot of things that you could have done differently, you know? Not looking back and regret. No regret. Because things are just what they are. You know, moving forward for me is always moving forward in Christ. But reading Robin Hobb just makes me think about just life in general. Especially as a believer, thinking about how the hand of the Lord is just always at work, even in the darkness. To see Fitz in his life now contending with some regrets, and we all know Fitz, he didn't have a lot of self-awareness when he was younger. He mishandled a whole lot of stuff. He got on my everlasting nerve. But now, to be with him at this point in his life, to see him come to grips with certain things, to actually get more information about the world and his family dynamics, I was blown away, realizing a lot of things were just his assumption, realizing his mentors at the time knew he couldn't handle the truth of it. You know, he wasn't mature enough. Now that he's the old man, it hits him different, you know. So I wanted to share the beginning of this journey with you. The whole day, you know, I had to have McDonald's. I just get myself together to like eat the emotions, and I still wasn't ready. So, you know, I powered through a few other books, and then an oversized, comfortable unicorn. I opened up my book. Said hello, old friend. Definitely need to touch in with my sponsor, Penny. Hey girl, hey. I know this long cord with this microphone is in the way. I know it's completely unconventional, but this is just where I'm at. Let the story take me away once again. Truly, it's the beginning of the end. So happy, incandescently happy. I know I ain't tell y'all nothing about the story. I know you like, wow, Chrissy, what's Fitz up to? Can't tell you that. Spoiler. I tell you that he has found some stability and some happiness in his life. Has everything, and yet what he lost, he really lost. There's a deep suffering that he hasn't addressed, and the past is beginning to haunt him again. Will Buckkeep call him out again to be served up as a sacrifice? Will he do everything he can for his family again? Maybe he won't. Family to Fitz means a whole lot of things. Family for Fitz is quite layered. And all this I got within 45 pages. Our emotional support group run on. I'd reckon I'd run on and see where this will be. And I'm super glad about it. So last time I had a touch-in, I had only read 40 some pages, child. I am actually at page 216. So shout out to my sponsor, Penny. You've been out here in the streets. A special thank you, girl. Like, I've been in your DMs at least 30 minutes worth of, 31-minute clips, you know what I'm saying, of just all the spoiler-free discussions. So because of that, I think I'm able to at least give some kind of non-spoiler update just so you can understand where I am. I don't even know where I am. All those years of me wanting him to read those doggone scrolls, and he out here reading and writing scrolls. And I'm very proud of him for that. I'm proud of a lot of the progress that Fitz has made now in his life. He is settled into a sense of normalcy and some denial too. Years ago when he was younger, he was so rash and impulsive, and any kind of threat that Fitz perceived was a threat, and child, it wasn't a threat. He just out here being ridiculous with no self-awareness, okay? A lot of things that happened probably didn't need to happen, but maybe they did, maybe they didn't. That's yet to be determined. 3 sentences, I'm gonna tell you all the things that happened. So I had to process through some really hard emotional things that she just dropped on your girl, and so I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Like, Hobbs, she just come out of nowhere and knock you down. Times she foreshadows what she plans on doing, but it doesn't happen in the way that you think it would happen. You're like, oh, okay, this character's probably gonna pass away. But then when the circumstances around that character passing away, if Fitz even has an opportunity to say goodbye. Got off the initial shock of Fitz being 50 years old now. 50 is very interesting for Fitz, he has a different dynamic with his mentors now. And to see him be a mentor to others is very interesting. He didn't have a lot of say in how his life went, but those that he was responsible for don't know that. So you're seeing like the results of people not having all the information and just making all of these assumptions about him, and maybe not giving him an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things that I just love about his character, that I've grown to love, is the fact that he really does know who he is, and he's really standing up for himself and what he wants for his life and for the family that he's made. He was able to have a family, or some semblance of a family, now later in his life, and it's really hitting me, faces that we saw years ago in Buckkeep, you know what I'm saying, and seeing them age, and then getting their backstory on like where they've been, and then remembering all the tension that was there, that wasn't there, how they may have betrayed Fitz, or they helped him, or it was a mix of both, how loyalties were so divided. But now at this stage in the game, everybody's on the same page, right? It's crazy simplicity there with the book. But I love how Hobb writes about relationships, and just relationships in general. Such a great payoff, but you feel Fitz's loss, like behind all of the things that he has right now, like a semblance of hope, his ability to move how he wants. He has autonomy now. Low-key, he probably should be in a more aggressive role because of everything that he has done for the sake of the 6 duchies and the kingdom. But he doesn't want that, because he really didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just a little boy at the whim of those in power, and his life took on a trajectory all its own. Opportunities where he had a choice to make a decision, the boy was out here being stupid. He getting on my nerves sometimes. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Longing for a reunion with one character, and I didn't realize I was longing for this reunion. That character imprinted upon me in the same way. You in here thinking, this is just a side character. And then I look up, now I'm at the end of the series, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're intertwined with each other. It goes beyond the idea of a relationship, what we think, to kind of like a spiritual thing, in the sense of there is a love that goes beyond the physical bounds. There's a love that goes beyond the five senses. And it makes me think about the love of Christ, because there's a love demonstrated here, not in the same context, not in this, but just in principle, in principle, a love that goes beyond, that is sacrificial, that is very hard to put into words, and when characters in this world try to diminish that and make it into something, I don't want to say perverted, but in a way, yeah, they want to make it into something that they think is easier for them to understand for their paradigm. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's very much something beyond. And so of mystery surrounding new characters that are on the page, character that I didn't see coming. Like, I was just as surprised as Fitz was when this character showed up on the scene. Robin, I know you ain't out here. Robin out here she just, every time. Oh, y'all, it's just everything. What I love about this series is that there's nothing that you read that's lost. Like, everything that you're reading from Royal Assassin all the way through Live Ship, through all matters, and how she uses it at her disposal, even down to the setting of the world, the cultural acceptance of certain classes of people and magical creatures. Reading Hob at night, you know what I mean? Like, I read all my other books, cool, had a good time. But there's something about between 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It's a little early. I'm having my tea a little early. I usually have nighttime tea. Into Hob tonight. Like, that's what we're doing. To do when this is over. Like, hey y'all. So what's up? Welcome to the evening tide. I can't. Robin Hob literally has just gutted me again. How much more can Fitz take in his life? I thought he had been through the worst things. He hasn't, because what he has faced now is unimaginable. And I'm picking the second book up as soon as I give y'all an update, because I'm not playing. I went through 2 of these. These are all the tabs I got. I went through 2 of these. These are all I got left. What's the point of organizing it? Because just tab all the colors, and like, it don't even matter, fam. It don't even matter. I can't believe I can't believe she just did that to him. And I'm angry with Fitz. I'm so frustrated with him because he knew better. But is it his fault? I mean, the man is just... he's just been through so much. And how can anybody weed through all of the stuff that he's been through, man? How can you just deal? Like, he's just been through so much stuff. And now this... And he says at the end, I'm going to read this to y'all. He says, "Nothing warned me on that bright day that the darkest time of my life had begun." So I made it to the end. Well, the beginning of the end. The book was just phenomenal. 5 stars. I loved the reading experience. Once again, I am speechless. Just decided to like rip the band-aid off and keep reading. 14 out of 16 books completed. and we're right there at the door. And I'm happy about it. I'm excited, and I'm low-key terrified. Okay? Because what is gonna happen? Like, did Robin wait to the very end of this series to utterly gut me to the point where the tears have ran dry? How much more pain can Fitz endure? No wonder he can't think straight. No wonder he's having a hard time with his decisions. No wonder. He really tries to do the right thing. He really tries to move forward the best way that he knows how with the information that he has. But somehow or another, his past always tracks him down. What is he going to do? Because at this stage in the game, Fitz is going to be unhinged. There's so much buildup and foreshadowing for Fitz's reaction at the end of this book. And if you know, you know. I ripped the band-aid and already started the second book. Like, the beginning of the end. With a matured Fitz. All the things that he has contended with. And also seeing how much he has grown. How much he has accepted about his life. It's just incredibly profound. Robin Hobb's writing is just, who's writing like Robin Hobb these days? I'll leave you with this. Such is the power of memory. It is fully as strong as the most feverish infection, and it lingers not just for a period of sickness, but for all the days of a man's life. Dye soaks fibers drawn into them to change their color forever. So does a memory, stinging or sweet, change the fiber of a man's character. Memories of joy etch just as deeply into a man's heart as those of pain or terror, and they too soak and pervade his awareness of the world. So has the memories of this book. Thank you so much for being here and sharing in this journey with me. 2 more books to go. I'll be back. But until then, may the Lord bless and keep you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.